And with this game, mate, I want to go to my underappreciated performer of the week. Now, first of all, I'll tell you his name. You probably wouldn't even know him or know what it looks like. Dan Bentley, and you'll be saying who. Dan Bentley is the number 2 goalkeeper for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Generally, he's playing number 2 behind Jose Sa. Jose Sa injured his back at Arsenal at the weekend, so Dan Bentley made only his 4th ever Premier League appearance. Kept a clean sheet for Wolves, which they haven't done at home for something like 12 games. So, and I said before the game when we were doing the warm-ups, it's one of those days where if Wolves keep a clean sheet, they'll win the game because they've got people who can score goals. How it works, they keep a clean sheet, Hee Chang-Wan gets the goal. And why I picked out Dan Bentley, mate, for a couple of reasons. One is he's a 30-year-old English defender who's played at Southend, Brentford and Bristol City, so he's not had a glamour career. He's number 2 at Wolves and probably is that guy, Rob, and it's a kind of a underappreciated for all number 2 goalkeepers, really, who have to train as hard as everybody else in the week, works with the goalkeeper to get the best of the number 1, and then the number 1 plays on a Saturday, and the number 2 goalkeeper generally sits on the bench for 90-odd minutes, watches the game, has a shower and goes home. And yet has to keep training every week, never knows when they're going to be called on. And Dan Bentley, with the clean sheet for Wolves, stepping in as number 2 and just living the life of a number 2 goalkeeper in the Premier League, where he's not the kind of goalkeeper that's going to have unrest and go, I want to go and play somewhere in the Premier League. He's probably happy to be number 2. Dan Bentley's my underappreciated performer of the week.
I like it, mate. I like it. Really like the shout. And I think it's fascinating about the number 2. And maybe another day we'll get into the details of some of these characters that are number 2 goalkeepers. But it's a really interesting and a fun selection, Rob, and a clean sheet. I think you're right. These guys that come in, they got to do their best for whatever time they've got. Then they're probably out the side again, sitting back on the bench again. So I thought you were going to go Hee Chang-Wang. I don't know whether we've had him before. He's having a brilliant season, by the way, Wolves. Isn't he? The Hee Chang-Wang. He's having a brilliant season. But no, I like it. I like Dan Bentley. And hopefully we'll see, a few more games of him between the sticks. So good shout.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.